Hey guys, Jonathan here at Shadow Foam, back in the workshop this week, and I've picked up a Ryobi starter kit. Now I didn't get this from B&Q, I actually got this from an auction. Bit of a steal really, I got a really good price on it. It clearly wasn't a complete starter kit because it only came with one off-brand battery, but it did come with the bag as the starter kit comes with, so I've had to pick up a few bits to make this a complete set. So we're going to upgrade the kind of standard Ryobi charger to the fast charger. So I did pick this up from B&Q, and I was going to get some batteries, but I mean everybody knows power tool batteries are a fortune, and Ryobi are no different. I thought because the power tools themselves are pretty budget friendly, that the batteries might be budget friendly too, but I think they're like 65, 75 quid or something. So I've got two batteries, I've got the one that came with the kit, so I've got three batteries. I've got the fast charger. We also picked up a bit set, Ryobi bit set, and a Ryobi masonry bit set. Two nice little drill bit sets, which I think adds to any set. Any kit needs some drill bits, doesn't it? So the challenge for today is to do something a little bit different with this Ryobi bag. I really like this Ryobi bag. It's a really nice size. It feels like a really good picnic bag or a butty bag for me. I think you get a fair few butties in this. So in today's video, I'm gonna fight the temptation to use this as a butty bag, and I'm gonna put a single foam insert in this. So that is the challenge of this video. Usually the temptation is to do layers, but obviously with a bag like this and just two items and two drills, you don't really wanna be faffing around with layers. So we're gonna go with a stack of inserts all glued together to make one chunk of foam, which for starters will give this bag, which is a bit loosey-goosey, it's a bit weak, it will give it a lot more rigidity anyway, and it'll make it look more solid, but we'll have two drill and impact gun slots. So I'm hoping to have them going in like this, trigger or handle facing up, and that way they're just dead easy in and out. We'll also have the charger, the extra battery, the drill bits, so it should make a really efficient kind of go bag. Let's say your mum rings you and she wants a picture putting up on the wall, you just grab this, you're up the road dead quick, you know, and that's typically what happens for me. If I'm getting a call from a friend, you want a little job doing, you need a combi drill and an impact drill, usually some red plugs, a pack of these and a couple of screws, and you can do most jobs, right? So let's get that sorted. First thing to do is we'll measure this. What have we got? It's 24 centimeters wide by 34 centimeters long, and it's just under 20, about 19 centimeters deep. So I'm thinking we go for two 70mm and probably a 50mm. That'll get us to exactly 19 centimeters, which we flush with the top, and that way we might not use that extra 50. I think the 270s will give us 140. That might be all we need, to be fair, because obviously we don't want foam right to the top because we want to be able to grab the trigger. So let's get them cut, and then we'll be able to work out what we're going to do, and I think we'll go for some black foam. So let me go and get that. Right, so got the foam sorted. So if you wanted to do this project, all you'd have to do is go shadowfoam.com, head to the custom size page, and you'd be able to pick up pieces. So you can get any size rectangle or square on the Shadow Foam website in any of our colors and depths. This was 34 centimeters by 22 centimeters, and we'll just cut it for you. And obviously this should, let's just test fit it, fit straight in there. Yeah, perfect. And we did three of these. I've got another one in case I need it, but I don't think I will, to be fair. I think two is just going to be perfect, because then you can see there's a bit of a void in the top, which is going to allow us to grab the drills dead easy, which is what we want. So I've already got a bit of an idea of the layout for this, so I don't have to spend time figuring that out. So I'll show you what I want to do. Now, to make sure I can get these drills in and out easily, and to make sure we fit everything we want to fit in there and get a really efficient layout, it's going to go in that way, because that's how we're going to grab it, but to cut it in to make it easier, we'll do it that way, because they are a mirror image. And we're going to put the battery, the flat of the battery, right down to the flat side of this insert, which is quite unusual. Rarely do I do that. We'll do the same with the combi drill, and then we'll have space in the middle where we can probably put the drill bit set, possibly the bit set, the driver bit set. Let's open this. So this is our fast charger, which is definitely better than the one that gets bundled in the kit. And we're going to put our third battery in this, because that again saves a bunch of room. And that should fit in the top, all being well, yeah. And we're gonna have that aligned with the top too, because in the bag, you're not gonna notice. That should be a really good toolkit, and that's smaller than most tool cases as well. So I'm quite excited to see what this turns out like. So when it comes to cutting shadow foam, if you pick up 2 of these pieces on the website, you'll get a free basic cutting kit. These are available separately, but they have anti-cut gloves in them. They have a scalpel handle, 5 blades. They've got the forceps, which is for putting the blades on. It's also got some instructions in there and a sticker. So that's everything you need to cut foam is in this kit. That's all I'm going to be using today. So before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon, because if you're a Ryobi tool fan, we will have more Ryobi videos coming soon, but we don't know what yet, because this One Plus range seemed to have everything. The leaflet that came with that drill had pictures of it, of every tool. I don't know if this is a broader range than Makita, but you've got some stuff on there which I know that Makita doesn't have. So you've got a soldering iron and a few other bits and bobs. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see organised, maybe even the Ryobi tools, or if you've already organised your Ryobi tools, I'd love to hear from you. I read all the comments, so make sure you drop us a comment below. So let's get into cutting. Right, so I've done the 2 drills. We have it at a bit of a snag, but let me talk you through what I've done. So I've put the impact drill on backwards, because that's way I've got a nice easy profile to follow. I cut around the impact driver on the first insert, and then the 2 deeper sections, which you can see here, where the motor of the impact driver and where the battery are deeper, that's where we have cut deeper slots in the bottom part of the insert. Now these 2 are going to be glued together shortly, but for now, that is perfect, and that one goes right exactly where I want it. We've put some finger pulls in left and right to make sure it comes in and out dead easy, so that one is perfect. The problem we've hit is I was doing the exact same technique for the combi drill, but as you can see here, the impact drill is about 30mm shorter. This section here of the combi drill protrudes out another 30mm, so we need a little bit more depth on the insert so they sit together at the same height. So not a problem, I got a 30mm piece of shadow foam, same dimensions as these 2. That can go underneath, and then I can cut a little circle basically to take the chuck of the combi drill. That'll then sit down flush, and then these will both be at the same height, which is ideal. That's going to look really good. Then all we've got left to do is cut in the charger. That'll be the exact same technique, cut all the way around, and we'll probably cut all the way through the top layer and about halfway through the second layer. Once we've done that, we can glue the 2 together, which is fantastic. So let me sort this combi drill out first. Right, so I'm absolutely buzzing with this, to be honest. This is probably, I say this about a few of our projects, this is probably one of my favourite in a while. This Ryobi bag is a bit of a gimme, or a bit of a throwaway. You know, they put it in the starter kit, it's dead thin, you know, you're probably more likely to use it as a sandwich box than you are as a toolkit, or you probably just fill it full of hand tools. I don't think many people are storing the combi set in there. And the other thing is the starter set comes with like 2 low power batteries. It comes with the cheap charger. So this is basically a fully upgraded starter kit, and I love it. It's a bit of a quick draw set, like a cowboy, you've got both combi drill and impact driver. You can dual wield with these, and then they're straight back in the bag and you're off, you know, you're up the road quick as a wink. So the only thing left to do is get this Ryobi bit set and then this masonry bit set in there. So I've had a little bit of a, well, stared at it for 10 minutes basically. That's sometimes what it needs, a good staring at. And I've kind of figured out that the only place for it, because I do like symmetry, I want it to look smart, I don't want to spoil it with the bit set, is pretty much in the middle. Right there. And then I'll probably lose these down the side because we've got a little bit of like meat of foam on the sides here, and I can just lose that down the side. It means it's in the kit, it's safe, it's stored. So I think that's what we'll go for, and that will complete the build. We've also got the charger up here. I'll just show you this. So the charger goes in the top with a battery in it. We've got all the wire cut into a little square cut out underneath the charger, and then we've got the plug cut in on the side. So that means it's all got a place to live, but we don't have that messy cable cluttering up the place. And we've got 3 batteries in there, which is much better than the normal starter kit. So I'm loving that. Let's get these 2 drill bit kits cut in there, and then that's a finished project. There we go, all done. And I think this is one of my favorite kits I've done in ages. I really love how this bag is so efficient now. It's literally, we've crammed it full of stuff, and it's a good answer to anyone who says, you know, you can't fit much stuff in shadow foam, or you know, you've got too much tools and you can't fit it all in shadow foam, because I don't know what else you'd want in here. Even if there wasn't any foam in this bag and you chuck 3 batteries, a charger, 3 big batteries, a charger, combi drill, impact driver, and the bit sets, it's gonna be all piled on top of each other. What else are you gonna want? So all of this, it's super accessible. Both of these drills, you just grab them by the trigger and straight out. There's no layers to worry about. We've got 3 batteries, so you can keep one fully on charge as a backup. You've got 2 in the drills themselves. We've cut the drill bit set all the way down to the base, so that's the full set, cut all the way through every layer to get it nice and out of the way. You've got the drill bit set as well, cut in the same way, and you can still get to the drills. And we've got the charger, so I'm really pleased with that. It all zips up as well. So let us know in the comments what you think of this. I'm sure some of you guys out there have actually got this Ryobi bag, so I'd love to know if you put some foam in it, what you could use it for. Maybe it'd make a nice brew kit, this, I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's a better life for it than just being thrown in the corner when you get it free with the starter kit. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.